Hi guys, I want to give you some thoughts on biblical accountability. So often we get accountability the wrong way. We think of accountability as kind of shame driven, embarrassment driven, and this is actually what drives our sin, particularly our sexual sin, is shame. So, what is true biblical accountability? Well, it really is predicated on the concept of what humility is. Pride is an inflated view of self, humility is an accurate view of self. And this is really key to receiving God's grace and walking in freedom. So, accountability is letting others see my humility. In other words, letting other people see what I really am. When we sin, we have a tendency to not want to admit reality, that this is who I am, this is what I've done, etc. So we try to find a way to act as if we aren't doing what we're doing. And that's obviously hypocrisy. That's what it means to be an actor, to be a hypocrite. So when we want to overcome our sin, we have to first believe the truth, believe my own actions. Like, my actions define who I truly am. So I have to accept that. But if I want to overcome sin, instead of stewing in my shame, I have to go to someone and I have to let them see what I really am and be open and honest with them. Now, if I have a good accountability partner, they're not going to respond in shame. What they're going to respond is calling you to be something different and reminding you of what Christ has done. So, for example, guy looks at porn. Oh man, I feel horrible. Natural tendency when you feel bad about something you've done. I don't want anybody to know what I've done. So you go and you delete everything on your computer and you hide and then you go hang out with friends and you act like everything's okay. Well, all that's doing is reinforcing hypocrisy, reinforcing lying to yourself, reinforcing lying to your others, and it's also enforcing spiritual pride, which is the most deadly form of pride. The way to overcome sin is you then go, okay, what I've done is wrong. This is who I am apart from Christ. I need help to overcome this. So you then go to a good friend who loves the Lord and you tell them, hey, this is what I've done. This is who I am. I need help. And the friend reminds you of Jesus Christ and what he has done and the power that's available through his Spirit to overcome sin. This is accountability. This whole process, though, is humility. And it's your pride that drives your sin. But when you finally say, I'm going to let my closest friends, family members, spouse, whoever it is, see what I am, and I'm going to stop pretending, that's when you begin to walk in reality. The Christian life is not one of pretending. It is one of reality. So you need to find a good Christian friend or two that you can be open with, you can be honest with, and that they will respond by calling you to look to Christ. Okay? You got to stay humble, got to fight your pride. That's the way to overcome. Love you guys.